I'm Rob Wilson, president of Employco USA. Thanks for joining our HR chat. With me is Jason Eisenland, our vice president of HR.
Hi, everyone.
Jason, a new topic this week. I'm still bummed. I did not do well in the office bracket, so I don't have to worry about any prize money at the end of the tournament. So
Yeah, neither did I. I'm hoping for the runner-up last prize category in my bracket now, but yeah, I think hopefully the everyone's favorite team's still doing well in the NCAA tournament, but yeah, mine's out.
that's a fun. So thanks. If you caught last week's chat, it was on the March Madness in the workplace. But so this week we want to spend a few minutes talking about, as the vaccines continues to be rolled out more and more, and it varies by state. What does the office environment or company environment look like with vaccines coming in? And you've got some states a lot more than others, different levels. So Jason, CDC just came out with some recommendations in the last couple of weeks. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I think it's welcome. I think everyone's moving more and more towards the vaccines, and hopefully we'll get to that herd immunity as quickly as possible. But like you said, the CDC came out with some guidelines where fully vaccinated people, which includes employees, can get together. So fully vaccinated means you've kind of gone at least 2 weeks following the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine, and 2 weeks the second dose, or 2 weeks following the one Johnson & Johnson dose. So assuming you're fully vaccinated, your employees, they can gather together without wearing masks, without being socially distanced. So that's probably in a conference room. So if you're allowing employees, vaccinated employees, to kind of get together with your unvaccinated employees, make sure that the unvaccinated employees are healthy, they're not at high risk, elderly or underlying health conditions. But still today, the CDC guidelines says if you have a vaccinated person and an unvaccinated person, they both should be wearing masks and socially distanced. But it's good news on some fronts.
It becomes almost an HR challenge from an office environment because, did someone get vaccinated? Did they say, I mean, the cards aren't exactly the most, it's just a piece of paper and it's got your name on it, the date. So does it send somewhat of a mixed message from a safety or HR side, Jason, where some people have masks on, some don't. People don't want to come back because they're wearing masks or don't want to wear masks. So it's going to be a challenge for a couple months.
Yeah, and we're still recommending employers avoid requiring their employees to get vaccine. There's just too many pitfalls with that. But definitely can consider encouraging your employees, providing them with the information on what the vaccines, the pros and cons, and information on all three dose or types of vaccine, and employees can figure out for themselves, but employers can definitely encourage it. And that might be the way to go to get more employees vaccinated as quickly as possible.
It's interesting when you see that the CDC, so if we both have had our vaccines, we can be around each other. We can not wear a mask. And if we don't wear a mask, no one else has, people don't have to worry about contracting COVID from us. So it's great news. And then kind of on the contrast, the president's recent speech, in his eyes, if you get vaccinated, you might be able to get a small get together in your backyard for the 4th of July. But Cubs opening day, you're going to have 8,000 people in the stands.
Right. Yeah. At least here in Chicago, though, Cubs and White Sox can have, I think, 20% capacity in the ballparks.
Conventions starting to reopen, so the vaccine, it's a great thing to get the economy reopened. A lot of our clients are working again in Florida, Texas, and Arizona. So as the vaccine spreads, it's going to be great for every industry.
Yep.
So, any questions that you have for us from an HR standpoint, feel free to reach out. We're Jason and I, we're both on LinkedIn, or Rob Wilson at Employco.com, and feel free to contact us. Happy to help anytime you need something on the HR side.
Great. Thank you, everyone.